Have you ever watched a movie or TV series that is so boring at the beginning and then in the middle suddenly it spikes and you all invested? That's what happened to me when I read A Million Suns, the second book of Across the Universe trilogy. Published a year after the first book, this story takes 3 months after Across the Universe event, where Elder finally takes leadership of Godspeed and Amy adjusting for her new life. Elder is finally taking leadership of the Godspeed, and in his leadership there are new regulations. One of those is no longer Fides. So Elder decided to no longer use Fides on Godspeed, and also Amy and Elder must decoding the puzzle messages to reveal the truth about Godspeed. That is basically the synopsis of the second book, and what we know from the synopsis is a lot. There are spoilers and there are also answers from previous books' questions. In the previous book, I had a question about who tried to awaken Amy and who tried to kill her, and this is the answer. Elder is the one who unplugged Amy. Yes, Elder is the one who awoken Amy from her cryo box, but he disguised it as accident. And then Elder finally take leadership on Godspeed, but where is Eldest? Is there any ceremonial ritual to make Elder the eldest? Well, I don't know. You must read the first book, where Eldest is going. And by the way, this is something I forgot to mention from the first book. Elder and Eldest is actually the same person. They are cloned from one person. So when Eldest leading the Godspeed, his duty also to teach his successor, which is Elder, to be the capable future leader for Godspeed. This reminds me of a TV series I watched, Foundation, where Cleon, the emperor, is actually also cloned from the same person. So in the synopsis, I was talking about Fides. I mentioned Fides. So what is Fides really? Fides, like the book described, is a drug that Eldest used to sedate the passenger of Godspeed, the people of Godspeed, his people. And this drug is distributed by water. This drug distributed via water. So people will not be aware if they took the drug, because every time they use water, they drink it, they eat something from the plant that watered using the water of Godspeed. It's already contaminated by Fides. So this Fides effect on people of Godspeed is make them calm, controlled, to make them submit. When Elder finally decided to no longer using Fides, the effect is the opposite. People who are awakened from drug and they begin to think for themselves, they want to know the truth. This caused riots, chaos and rebellion inside the Godspeed. This made people divided to two factions. The people who pro to Elder leadership and people who are contra, because the contrary want the stronger leader, the stronger regime, and they think Elder is still too young to lead them. For the characters of this book, is basically the same like the first book, it's just the continuation. There are Amy, Elder, Harley, Doc, Orion, minus Eldest because he's no longer the leader and he's no longer relevant for the second book. But in this book, we get to know Orion more. So Orion is actually the elder. He's supposed to be the successor of eldest, but he was frozen because he got radical thinking. Orion know the truth about Godspeed and he want everybody know it. Eldest does not want this to happen, so he disposed Orion and took a new elder to train. My first impression when I read this book is I got hooked. I did not expect the story is turned this way. For compared to the first book, this book is a little heavy, more of mystery, more of decoding messages. It feels like Sherlock Holmes, but in space. Something I knew about Orion and Elder, they are not the real antagonists. They are just people with different thinking. You know what happened with people with different thinking is, in society, they sometimes hated, they sometimes exiled. And for Orion, eldest did not like him because he's radical thinking. So Orion is frozen by eldest. And eldest, there is a reason why he used Fidus during his leadership, because eldest as a leader also know the truth. So I'm going to give you a spoiler of what really happened in Godspeed. The reason why eldest used Fidus, the reason why Orion got frozen. So they both know that Godspeed is no longer functional. Godspeed's engine is broken and the ship has stopped operating decades ago. They want to keep this secret. Eldest one is to keep secret because if the people of Godspeed know it, there will be chaos like what happened right now in Elder leadership. But Orion is not stupid. He left pieces of messages for anyone who could find it to know the truth. This is what Elder and Amy trying to decode, the messages from Orion about the truth. And this is also linked to my favorite scene, the ending. The ending, I cannot tell you what it is, but if I tell you, it will be a bummer because this is the major spoiler. I'm going to give you a little soft spoiler. Amy and Elder finally successfully decoded Orion's messages and they took a big massive action. Their action is define the future of themselves, of the people of Godspeed and the passenger of Godspeed. And the end of the book is also the beginning of the next book, which is the last book. There are questions, of course, because it is only the second book. Questions for the last book. The biggest question I have, I cannot tell you because if I tell you the question I have for this book, it equal to spoiler. So this is a question where I'm supposed to be asked from the beginning, from the first book, what Centauri Earth look like. They dream about Centauri Earth, they want to go there and they finally do. What it is look like? What is the planet habitable? What if it's not habitable? Is it safe for human? And what if the fate of Godspeed passenger? Amy, Elder, the people of the Godspeed and the passenger. And this is what the third book is going to talk about. The major spoiler of the third book is the passenger of Godspeed. I would say the original passenger of Godspeed are not people who are led by Elder, but Amy's people who are asleep on cryo, people who are embarked their journey from Soul Earth or this Earth. That will be the biggest plot in the third book, the biggest spoiler, the manifest of the cryo passenger. they have certain agenda. I will give this book rating 4 out of 5. I just found this book is better than the first book. It's more complicated, more delicate. This book giving us new problem to solve, wheel of riddles, wheel of puzzles, and this book is giving us exactly that. I would definitely recommend you this book, especially if you already read the first book, Across the Universe, and think that book is kinda boring. Please give this series a second chance. Read the second book and you will know the beginning is just the opening. This book is friendly for people who are not used to reading science fiction. It's not science fiction heavy, it's not tech heavy, it's not military heavy, it's not like Star Trek or Star Wars. And also in this story we have the dynamic between Amy and Elder romance. And for science fiction holic like me, this book is recommended, although maybe it would feel a little lighter than your usual read. I read another science fiction book and it's very tech heavy, military heavy. I forgot to show you, I actually have this book here. This is the second book, A Million Suns. This is equally thick from the first book with 400-ish pages. And there are information that I skipped on this video, including the author is the same author, Pat Travis, and published a year after Across the Universe, which is 2012. The genre is science fiction and young adult. And something about this book, I forgot to mention, this book has 2 point of view, from Amy and Elder point of view, which make this story is richer because we got to experience the story from different point of view. So yeah, I think that's all about today's book review. And for the next book review, we will finally reach the end of Amy and Elder journey, the last book, Shades of Earth. The third book is actually my favorite out of the trilogy. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down below. And I will always update every Sunday. I'll see you guys in my next review. Bye bye.